Hello everyone and welcome back. I hope you've had a really lovely week. This week our story is called The Parable of the Talents. A parable is a type of story Jesus would tell so we would learn something from it. Jesus' stories have more than one meaning. For example, this story is about talents, which was a super large amount of money in Bible times. Today, a talent might be worth £500,000. A talent can also mean our gifts or abilities. Something special and amazing God gives just to you, almost like a superpower. The parable starts like this. A man decided to go on a long trip. So he called his servants and asked them to take care of his house, his stuff and his money. Keep in mind that the man in this story is like God, and the man's servants are God's people, like you and me. The man in this story trusted his servants and believed that they would take care of his special and valuable things. The man decided to give one servant 5 talents of money. To another he gave 2 talents, and to the last servant he gave just 1 talent. He gave each servant a large amount he thought they could handle or according to their ability. Our abilities are our special gifts that God gives each of us. He made some of us good at memorising, some of us are better at certain sports, some of us are good at art, and some of us are better at knowing how to help others. Some can solve problems better, and some are more generous. Our ability is something special we have that's different than anyone else. Back to the story. The man left on his trip and the servants each did something with the money that they received. The man with the 5 talents went right away and used his money and got 5 more. The man with the 2 talents also used his money wisely and gained 2 more talents. But the man with 1 talent took his talent and buried it in the ground to keep the money safe. He didn't even try to do something with it. He reminds me a bit like a dog that buries a bone. He had lots of time to do something with his money. He could have bought some seeds and planted a garden and made some money, but he didn't do anything. After a nice long trip, the master came back and wanted to know what his servants did with his money. The first man with the 5 talents said, "You trusted me with 5 talents and I made 5 more." His master smiled and replied, "Great job, good and faithful servant. You are trustworthy with a few things, so I will put you in charge of lots of things. Come celebrate with me." Then the man with the 2 talents came and said, "You trusted me with 2 talents and I made 2 more." His master smiled and replied, "Great job, good and faithful servant. You are trustworthy with a few things, so I will put you in charge of lots of things. Come and celebrate with me." Then the man who received the 1 talent came and told his master, "I know you work hard for your money, so I was afraid to lose any of it. I decided to bury it and keep it safe. Here is your 1 talent back." The master was not impressed and said, "You lazy servant! At the very least, you could have taken the money to the bank, and you would have at least collected some interest from it." He immediately took the talent away from the man and gave it to the first man, who used his money to make more. The message Jesus was trying to make is that if you use your special gifts and abilities, God will give you more to keep doing things that you are good at. He will trust you with so much more. God considers you so very valuable and trusts you to do something for him using your gifts and abilities. Maybe you're not sure what your special abilities are yet. Ask family, friends, or teachers what they think your gifts are. Listen and watch when others compliment you, or notice something good about what you're doing. To you, it might be something small, but to God, it's a very special and very valuable gift that only you can give. If you keep using it, God will continue to make it bigger and better. Also, try to encourage and compliment others if you notice something special in them. Your friends, teachers and family members might forget that God put something special in them and you might see it. Tell them that they're good at it and remind them that it is a special ability given to them by God. Now, what talents and skills do you have that you could use for God? Isn't it amazing that God has a part for each of us to play in growing his kingdom and sharing his love with others? Now, a family activity for you to try at home. Hold your own family talent show. Give everybody a chance to share a gift or skills they have. What will your talent be? Singing, playing an instrument, painting a picture, demonstrating sports skills, reading a story, acting out a scene, or maybe even building something on Minecraft. Now, a prayer to say together. Dear God, thank you for the parable of the talents. Help us to be like the good servants who took what they had and looked after it well, making more from what they had. Thank you that you are our provider and give us good gifts. Thank you for the talents and skills you have put into each of us. Help us to be good stewards of your gifts, using what we have to share your love with others. Give us boldness to share the skills and talents we have and not to hide them away. Amen. Now, I hope you enjoyed the parable this week. I challenge you this week to compliment or notice something good in someone else and tell them about it. Help them use the gift that God gave them. Now, I hope you've had a lovely week and I will see you next week with another story. Bye.